this story is absolutely epic, isn't it? I mean, where did you begin to even start piecing this together?
Well, we looked at the story, and it starts in 1936, just for the Cable Street riots, and then ends in about 94. So it was pretty much, the beginning days and then the end of days, really. So, but before that there are other gangsters. After that there are other gangsters. But that we felt was like almost 2.5 decades. So it is epic.
And when you're making a period piece like this, you're working with the constraints of a limited budget.
Yes.
Was that difficult to overcome? Because the production value you've really done really well.
Yeah, thank you. It was quite a crazily ambitious film, to be honest, and actually the film's longer than what they're showing here. There's another 25 minutes, which in the end was cut out. So hopefully that'll go back. More kind of character, less fighting, and yeah, it was a tough challenge. But we had a great crew, great costume, great design, and everything that you see is shot on location. Actually, all of it in London, apart from the race tracks, which is in Windsor. So even though there aren't that many places which are still looking like the 1940s, there are a few pubs and a few houses and stuff, surprisingly.
And obviously, that when you're making a gangster film, there's a certain expectation of people want to see an element of violence as well. But balancing the character and the development of those characters, I imagine, was paramount.
That's what we try to do. As I said, there's a longer version with more characterization and by kind of corollary less fighting in terms of the overall length. But yeah, the fighting was very much part and parcel of it, of course. So there was a couple of like fairly seriously violent pieces, and then there's just a lot of punching, which is really what these guys used to seem to do quite a bit, much more than, and because they're punching, they just carried on punching each other rather than someone getting killed, and then stopping. So lots of fighting.
And the historical accuracy, I would imagine, is really important to you.
Yeah. We try to be as accurate as possible. As someone wrote to me on Twitter, how accurate is it? And I said, well, given that it's an hour-long 50-minute film, and we're condensing almost 3 decades, there's obviously rather a lot left out. But what is left in is as accurate as we can make it. So it'd be interesting if anyone spots any mistakes or whatever. But as far as we're aware, that was obviously a key part of the process. And as the film progresses, whilst the characters don't really age, what you do see is that the clothes change and the haircuts change and that kind of stuff.